Second in series shows strong growth. Yeah, I couldn't find an S word to keep the alliteration through the title. Bummer. But that is on me. For Evans, she breaks ground in a couple of different ways with this book that, at least in my reading of her books over the years, I've never once seen her do, thus showing tremendous growth in a single book, which very few authors ever really do. Here, Evans uses a love angle for the first time. Why a love angle, rather than triangle? Because despite her growth in even having this angle, Evans is still Evans and all of our characters here are straight. As a true love triangle requires either 3 gay, lesbian, or bisexual people, or at bare minimum 2 people of the same sex and sexuality along with a bisexual person of either sex to complete all 3 sides of the triangle. An actual love triangle among 3 straight people cannot exist. 2 people interested in the same person or 1 person interested in 2 people both result in a love angle, where 2 line segments meet at a common point. Not a love triangle, which requires 3 line segments connecting 3 points. But enough of the math geek stuff. This really was meant more to praise Evans for her courage in even having this be a part of her book at all rather than diving into math pedantry, even if said pedantry is one of my own sore spots within the romance world and its inaccurate terminologies. Winking face. The other solid growth point here is in using a character that is explicitly black, and whose blackness is as core a component of their character as Jack Nunn Reacher's sheer physical size is with his character. Meaning Tom Cruise will never be Reacher. Period. End of that discussion. And moving on from another Booklandia sore spot. Laughing face. This is again new to at least my own reading of Evans, and I've been reading her books for several years now but admittedly haven't read everything she's written. Most of the time, most of her characters leave truly racially identifying characteristics out, don't make them a core component of the characterization, meaning that for the most part, readers can really read most any race they want onto her characters. Here though, Evans deviates from this history and it works quite well. There is no preachiness from any particular viewpoint and also no racial guilt from any viewpoint, simply an acknowledgement of the humanity and experiences of these characters in ways that feel quite real and fleshed out. Beyond these factors, you're getting a fairly standard Maddie Evans romance that is in the middle of a series here. Those who prefer even jalapeno level spice won't find that here, and those who prefer books that at least mention God in a positive light will find that here. As this is a continuation of her crafting, yarn-based series, there is quite a lot of yarn and painting and other crafting discussion here, which allows Evans to geek out with what I know to be some of her real-world passions. As she did with running in the Brighthead Running Club series that this one shares a world, and even a town, with. As always and maybe even more so now, I'm very much looking forward to seeing where Evans takes this series next. Very much recommended.